Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm Vanguard and today, we'll be going through 10 of the biggest upcoming games confirmed to be present at E3 of 2018. With the greatest gaming event of the year fast approaching, there have been plenty of exciting confirmations in regards to what exactly we'll see at E3, with a lot more hidden surprises likely to come. But without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, to get this off strong, we have Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch, probably the biggest title to come for the console as of right now. This will most likely be a new game as opposed to a remaster of the Wii U version, which has gotten millions of people very excited. This will be a part of the Super Smash Bros. Series of different crossovers published by Nintendo that primarily features characters from franchises established on its system. These games have always been about bringing iconic characters from all different genres together, reimagined into a fighting game. I think it's safe to say Nintendo will have a strong presentation to come, as they have confirmed this will be their main focus, and it will be awesome to see just who will be featured in this title. Battlefield 5 or V was just recently announced by EA, and will have a live reveal in May 23rd in a couple of days. This will be a part of the popular long-running first-person shooter franchise. Unfortunately, as of right now, there's no footage. However, we can expect Battlefield 5 to have a strong presence at E3, much like Battlefield 1 did. Before the game was officially announced, the game was leaked by numerous sources, who also said that it would be set in World War II. However, this is yet to be confirmed. After huge controversies in 2017 in relation to Star Wars Battlefront, I imagine this title would be an opportunity for EA to somewhat try fix their reputation, and I would hope they would be successful in doing so, proving they've actually learned something from their mistakes. Rage 2 is an upcoming first-person shooter for the PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, developed by ID Software and Avalanche Studios, and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is a sequel to the 2011's post-apocalyptic FPS Rage, which was compared to movies such as Mad Max 2 and video games such as Fallout and Borderlands. A sequel was planned by the developers after the game's release right after, although the project was cancelled in 2012 in favour of focusing on Doom. Future development of a sequel was considered a possibility, so it's certainly great to see the project has been revived and continued, though for quite a few of us it really was an unexpected surprise.
Sanity rules.
Next up on the list we have Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Treyarch and published by Activision. It is a sequel to the 2015 game Black Ops 3, the 5th entry in the Black Ops story arc, and the 15th main installment in the ever so popular Call of Duty series overall. Unlike previous titles, however, Black Ops 4 does not feature the traditional single-player campaign and will actually have a Battle Royale mode, which was met with mixed reactions. Either way, this game will be a hit as always, and it will be interesting to see whatever they offer. Scheduled to be released worldwide on October 12, 2018 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Anthem is another ambitious upcoming multiplayer action role-playing video game being developed by BioWare and to be published by Electronic Arts. At E3 of last year during Microsoft's presentation, this was one of the biggest reveals and it looked absolutely stunning. Just from what was shown, it seemed like an awesome fun concept. However, my main concerns come from the people behind this title and just what the end product might end up being. Either way, I'll be hoping for the best. The game was initially set to release in 2018 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but the date has since been moved to early 2019.
Equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar. Now, give me some covering fire.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is an upcoming action-adventure third-person video game developed and published by Ubisoft. It is the prequel to the 2003's Beyond Good and Evil, which was critically highly praised, but at the same time was a commercial failure. The history of the game has been filled with mysteries and rumours for years and was considered to have been in development hell. It was only officially announced at E3 of last year, which was a massive surprise for the gaming community and fans alike. At this very moment, there's no release window or target platform as of right now, but this most definitely is a title to look forward to. Ghost of Tsushima is an upcoming third-person open-world action stealth video game being developed by Sucker Punch Production exclusively for the PlayStation 4. As some of you may know, the development team has been laying low over the past few years after the release of Infamous The Second Son, so it was a fantastic surprise to see the reveal of the unique game last year. It takes place in year 1274 on an island of Tsushima in Japan. Samurai warriors are legendary defenders of Japan in this time period until the Mongol invades onto the island. This game will be one of the 4 focuses of Sony's presentation of this year, so I think it's safe to say gameplay will be revealed, which I'm sure many of us are really looking forward to.
I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai. Do you surrender?
Next up we have Death Stranding. Death Stranding is an upcoming open-world action video game developed by Kojima Production and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment exclusively for the PlayStation 4. The release date is currently unknown. The game will feature famous actors such as Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen, who will serve as the protagonist and antagonist. After Kojima, the director, left Konami Games due to a fallout or disagreement, this will be his first project that he'll be working on, and many fans of the once legendary Metal Gear series are extremely excited to see what seems to be one of the most unique experiences to come for video games. Second last on this list we have SpiderMan, an Alchemy action-adventure video game based on the popular Marvel Comics superhero, developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for the PlayStation 4. The game will tell a new story about Spider-Man that's not tied to the existing comics, video games or films. It will cover both Peter Parker and Spider-Man aspects of his character, and will feature an older, more experienced Spider-Man in general. As someone who's played Spider-Man 2 way back on the PlayStation 2, the element I'm most excited about is the open world and the traversal of New York City as Spider-Man himself, which I found was exhilarating even back on the PlayStation 2. I really hope they nailed this aspect specifically, alongside with the combat to create a truly fun title. The game is scheduled to be released worldwide on September 7, 2018.
Is that a Higgs field? That's actually really cool. Fisk, your men are safe. Your turn. Who runs the demons?
You're about to find out. Check the roof.
He's here?
Finally, last but definitely not least is The Last of Us Part 2, the sequel to the universal acclaim title that was released way back in 2013, with over 240 Game of the Year awards. This is an upcoming action-adventure survival horror video game developed by Naughty Dogs and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for the PlayStation 4 console. As of right now, this is among one of the most anticipated games that the whole community are looking forward to, for its overall quality and experience it will hopefully offer. It will certainly be intriguing to see what has happened since the last entry, and the story that Ellie will now tell. Both the plot and especially the gameplay are complete mysteries, so we hope there will be a lot to show off at E3 of 2018. Well, that about wraps up my video on the top 10 confirmed games to appear at E3 of 2018. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.